Dostoevsky said that reason is the slave of feelings. The mind is just the heart's messenger, although Imam Ghazali called it his warlord. He's just the army. Whose elephant is it that is ordering it around? The heart collapse. To use Dostoevsky's term, the mind is the slave of the emotions. Where our feelings go, what our orientation is, the mind will follow. So reason is not the decider. We usually like it first, then the mind comes to give what we like. Or dislike first. So I don't like that person first. Then the mind comes to give justification, to give reasons. What is the argument that I don't like? It's not because there are these reasons that I don't like them. No, the process is reversed. Because I don't like it, then I look for reasons that justify my dislike. So reason is a slave to feelings. If you use this argument, then friends, don't be surprised if there are conflicts in social media, between comments, between posts. They often collide. Yes, people's feelings, people's tastes are different. The intellect comes later. People like it first, and then the argument based on the reasons for the evidence supports these likes and dislikes. If we already like someone, our mind will continue to work to find out what is good about this person. Conversely, if we don't like someone, the same thing happens. Our mind will work to find out what is bad about this person. If we are heartbroken, for example, our mind will work to find what we need, what we want in our broken heart. Maybe we're looking for an outlet. Maybe we're looking for fulfillment from our broken heart. Maybe we're looking for something else. Well, that's why reason is the slave of feeling. Dostoevsky said, "Pain and suffering are always inevitable for great thinkers and deep feelings." In my opinion, great men must have borne the greatest pains on earth. Now I continue. This statement is connected with quotes from Notices from Underground. There is a sentence like this: "Too much thinking is a disease." Sometimes in life, the people who feel more pain, the ones who suffer, are the smart ones, the ones who think too much. People who don't think too much, they don't worry too much about life. Life is just lived, just enjoyed, just according to his impulses. Not too much consideration. This is more comfortable. Dostoevsky said, he imagines that if there is a woman, if there is a very feeling person, her life must be filled with sadness, confusion, turmoil, because that is the character of this world. There are many irrational things that happen. So then Dr. Jaspi said, too much thinking is a disease. Yes, humans do need to think, but too much thinking. What do you want to deepen? What do you want to contemplate? Sometimes the result is sadness. The result is pain and suffering. So don't think that people who are very bitter are good at many things. Sometimes we would rather not know than know in many things. Later, friends can reflect on it. There are many events, many cases in this life that it is better for us not to know. Once we know, our suffering increases, our pain increases. Sometimes it's about things that are not important. For example, our friends say bad things behind our backs. We don't know that. When we don't know, we're comfortable hanging out with them. Our life is fine. Suddenly someone tells us, oh, that one friend, when he talks about you, it's bad. Drop us, make us sad. Finally, when we are with him now, it's our anger, wanting to reply, not believing, so on and so forth. Paid once our life. More knowledge, more suffering. This is how to read the context like that. Because sometimes in life, some things are better if we don't know. Because once we know, our suffering will increase. Now, there is again what I think is an interesting sentence from Dostoevsky about intelligence, about intellect. He said it takes more than intelligence to act intelligently. Being clever in thought is not enough. One must also be smart in decisions and actions. This intelligence in decision and action is what we call wisdom in philosophy. So rational thinking alone, critical thinking alone, is not enough. We need to think wisely. Thinking in accordance with the context, with the situation, is what is called acting intelligently. Not always the truth may have to be expressed as it is. There are times when we have to move a little bit. There are times when we have to keep quiet so as not to create a bigger mess. That's called being wise. So friends who have a lot of life experience will understand how to be wise. So the consideration is not just rational truth. Because if it's just rational truth, sometimes we make the wrong decision. If it's just 1 + 1 or 2, sometimes it's not right. If you only look at the correct aspect of 1 + 1 and 2, 8, 3, 24, people can lose their lives. This is where it's smart to read the situation for the sake of wisdom. Thank you for watching.